Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by today. Well, it's been 3 years since we built our little house. I just wanted to give y'all a little update. You know, I'm excited, man. 3 years sure flew by. But for anybody that's new here, this house was completed October the 1st, 2021. It was started exactly 3 months prior to that. Rock Engineering, ROCKK, was the engineer in St. Carlos City, Negros Occidental. Actually, this was his first job. He started his business. This was his first job. Now, the fence was separate. At the time, he charged me 1 million pesos, which is 20,000 US at that time. Right now, it'd be about 18,000 and something. And I know it seems unbelievable, but I'm just trying to tell you what you can do over here. Now, this isn't a gigantic place. It's about 54 to 56 square meters, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. The layout makes it look a lot bigger, and I'll show you that in a minute. I've got to cut this light off on the guest house. The guest house is separate, and the wall is separate. I had this wall built. They both went over. This was about 5,500 US dollars altogether. Like I said, I didn't even tell them to put the Sunshine Shoulders on there. They did that themselves. The welder did. And the guest house costs about the same thing, about $6,000. And it's 15 square meters. Let me cut this light out. I could give you just a small tour of it, even though this is just a little bit over 2 years old. Somebody just came out of here. They just did such a wonderful job, man. You know, no matter what you say, Filipinos, they some hard workers, man. You get a lot of different opinions and everything. But her brother, Rock Engineering actually designed this, but it was her brother. That's the bathroom. Who built this? I gotta cut this light out. We cut it on for security reasons at night. But when I met Rock Engineering, I just told him, you know, because his original design for this house was twice the amount of money. And I said, hey, man, I don't have it. It was 39,000 something dollars, you know, because like I said, it was 1,995,000 pesos, which would have been, you know, about double, about 39,000, almost 40,000. I didn't have it. I told him how much I had, and I told him, could I pay it in with the Filipino mortgage? It's just a term I created, which you pay as you go. So he said, yeah, but I need 1/3 down. So I had 6,000, a little bit over 6,000 in the bank I gave him. And I'm going to take y'all in the house too. I'm going to just show you, you know, basically what it is. But I want to go around the front first. So he came back with this design. I said, okay. And if you go on my channel, you'll see it from day one, even when there was nothing here but grass and rocks. Now this dirty kitchen back here, her brother built it for about another 40,000 pesos, about another $800. There's the grill OG Fred gave me. You see, this wall goes all the way back and all the way around, but it went over. Excuse back here because they're washing and cleaning and stuff. But there's the dirty kitchen here. You know, we call it the dirty kitchen. Because the first guy, there's Booby getting ready to go to school. But let's go all the way around. Shirley. And remember, it was about a year ago, I had the house repainted and everything. Really the whole entire house. It's holding up really, really well under this weather when you think about it. Look at these two lazy nuts. So I gave him 6,000 down, and then once that was complete, I gave him another, let's see, 6,000, I believe. Yeah. So it's been 12,000. Yeah. Then another, let's see, 300,000. Okay. I made 4 payments. But let's go in here. I want to show you. Now I'm going to show you the layout of the place. The kitchen and the dining room and the living room is together. It just makes the place look a lot bigger. And what you're going to realize is you don't need a whole lot of room. There's our bedroom. I'm not going to really go in there because Merlin's getting dressed. There's a kid's bedroom. And here's a bathroom, just a typical bathroom. Make sure nobody's in here. And I did install the hot water heater there. They had a sale going on. It was like 8,000 pesos, and that was including the installation. And it actually has its own pump, so we didn't have to buy the pump and have it installed in the land like we thought we were going to have to, because we didn't have the pressure. The water pressure over here is not strong enough, but because that has its own pump. And Sam Champion sent me these. I wish Sam Champion would reach out to me. I haven't heard from him in a long time. But yeah, and this is that living room set I told y'all about. There's nothing in my house that costs over $300, by the way. I'm in the Philippines. I don't believe that it would make any sense. You know, my living room set, I think it costs 15,000 pesos or 13,000. I can't remember. Even my television set, even this whole setup together.
What's fuck?
Huh?
Fuck.
I don't know. What is it? What are you talking about? Is you cursing? Who said that? Where'd you get that word?
It's you.
Did I say that? I'm sorry, booby. I didn't mean to say that. But yeah, all this has been repainted, even the cabinets. Because if you go on my other video, you'll see that the cabinets were like I'm going to say like a raspberry color or something. It just didn't go with anything. So her brother repainted them.
No, not that one now. Put it back. Okay, come on.
So yeah, I'm satisfied, man. And, you know, I talk to guys all the time who come over here and they spend a ton of money on these houses. I'm like, man, you don't have to do that. There's no use in doing that. There's no reason to do it. When I met Merlin, her dream was to have one room and a CR. That was it. Because life is hard over here for a lot of people, Merlin being one of them. And this far exceeds her dream. But it was a dream of mine ever since I lost my house during my divorce. I didn't know how, I didn't know when, I didn't even know where. I said, but I'm going to build me a house. Nobody can take it from me. You know, and then, you know, people go back and forwards about whether to build a house over here or not. You know, it's your prerogative, really. I've got a daughter, you know, that's going to have to grow up here in the Philippines. And I wanted her to have a house. When she comes home from school, she can watch television, you know, eat a sandwich or whatever it is. Just give her just a regular life. Now, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to show you if you can see. There's a volcano there. And if I'm in my house, let me go in my house. I'm going to show y'all this. I got a view of this volcano from my kitchen window. But this is a 180 square meter lot. Now, actually 230 square meters. If you see Merlin out here on a motorcycle, we got 50 square meters out there. But it's not on the lease. It's ours. But it's not on the deed. And he completed this in 3 months, exactly, on budget. Because I told him, I said, you know, I'm going to document all this. So if you do it right, you're going to get a lot of business. And he has. And see, if you look through there, you can see the volcano. That tree's in the way. the last I counted, I believe he's got 8 jobs from just my channel. People watching, my subscribers, and wanting him to build their house because they do great work. They built this house with no modern equipment. The guys didn't have hard hats. They didn't have steel-toed boots. They built this house in flip-flops, man. Okay, I mean, it's just unbelievable what they did. And every day I came over here and every day I documented it. So that's what I want you to do. If you're going to build a house, make sure you're here when they build it. Don't send money. People make mistakes by sending the money and letting the woman do it. Don't do it, man. You got to keep an honest man honest. There's so many horror stories I could tell you, But today I don't want to get into that. I want this to be positive. I want to encourage you to build you a house if that's what you want to do. Like I said, people go back and forth. Should I build a house or should I rent? Well, to rent a house like this, anywhere in the Philippines, it's probably going to cost you anywhere from 25 to 30,000 pesos a month. Well, if you times that by 3 months, I've already got my money back for the building of this house. Okay? That's what I want to tell you. And since a lot of us who come over here, we're not rich, man, we were talking about the protecting yourself against the currency fluctuation. The exchange rate fluctuates. And right now, if you see in Thailand, hell, not long ago, less than 6 months ago, hell, was 36 baht to $1. Now it's down to 32. And a guy who does his budget, he said he's lost $200-300 per month in buying power. I was like, wow, because a lot of people, man, they're over here, they're on $1,200, $1,500, even $2,000 a month, man. That would put a big hole in your budget. So we were talking about protecting that. But imagine if you came over here, because I don't do a lot of budget videos. And number one, people leave out a whole lot of their expenses. They do give you a general idea, but they leave a whole lot out. They don't count for the money that they spend on the woman. Because I was watching one yesterday just to see if he was going to say that, but he never did. They never talk about how much money they got in the bank to go along with the $1,200, $1,700, $2,000 that they spend every month. I just don't think it gives people a clear enough picture. They say, oh, well, it gives you a general idea. Well, if I'm going to sell everything, I'm going to quit my job and do all of that, man, I need a little bit more detail. Now, these split aircon systems, I bought these. These are the only thing in my house that costs more than $300. Oh, okay. Happy birthday, Mary Vic's birthday. She's a senior citizen now. 60 years old. Yeah, it defeats the purpose. And this is Margarita Village. Anybody's ever seen me walk around here, it's kind of undeveloped because it's privately owned. The city doesn't own this. And that's the reason why you don't see sidewalks and roads running through here. But it's a small price to pay, man, for what we've got here. Now, they're selling this house. This house next to me, it's been vacant, I guess, for about a little bit over a year. I'm almost sure I saw it on Facebook. They want $4.5 million. And do I need to tell you that the value of this house has increased? It probably doubled since we built it. But thank y'all for stopping by. Every anniversary, I'm going to do a video about this house. I'm just so proud of it. It's just unbelievable. It was always a dream of mine. When I first came here in 2018, when I brought my wife and son here, we were going to build a house. They just couldn't fathom spending $1 million pesos. It was just too much in their mind. And it never got done. I ended up spending the money. But when my YouTube channel got monetized, I started saving up. See, I got my first YouTube check in January of 2021. So I was able to save up that money, the down payment and everything. You know, despite what you hear, you know, people, they think they know so much about you, man. They know nothing about me. Only what I tell them. I don't have any secrets or anything, but, you know, if you're going to be on YouTube, man, you got to have thick skin. You know, I was talking about this on my live stream yesterday. You know, when my mother died, you know, a lot of that stuff went out the window, but that's not what I want to say. Okay, when my father died, my father was a preacher. And whatever he was chasing, he never found it. All the people he used to host and the churches he would go around and preach and all that, his congregation, where were they when he died? Nobody was around. People really don't care about you, man. Don't put a whole lot of weight into what people think about you and say about you. Because my mother allowed him to come back home to die with his family, which he had left in 1969. But my mother was a special woman, probably the greatest human being I'd ever met. And she said, sure, come on back. You know, just, you're talking about forgiveness, man. You're talking about humility. My father left when I was 6 years old. My mother raised 8 children by herself. But, you know, I had a stepfather later on down the line. But she forgave him. And she said, yeah. And 30 days later, my father was dead. So, yeah, I'm built different, man. Them trolls and all these videos they make about me, it doesn't bother me. It just basically, I'm flattered, really. So if you're in America, in the Philippines, wherever you are, find it in your heart to help somebody. Now, a day goes by, I don't help somebody. It's the only reason I was able to build this house, helping other people. The universe pays interest compounded upon interest. The universe is not a person. It's law. No matter what religion you believe in, it's real. So whether it's punishment or whether it's reward, the longer it takes, the greater the punishment, the greater the reward. So there's people sitting out there right now who think they've gotten away with something. But the longer it takes, the greater the punishment, dude. And some people have done favors and they're wondering, well, when am I going to get my reward? Well, the longer it takes, the bigger the reward, man. I started giving people 1,000 pesos a week out of my savings when I started my channel. My wife at the time told me, you're crazy. We're going to go bankrupt. We can't afford this. We're not working over here. She knew nothing about the law of compensation. And now this is what I've got, what I've given my daughter. She's got a future now. You know, people build bigger houses, man. Trust me, more extravagant. I got a friend, you dirty puppy, that built just an unbelievable house right around the corner from here. But you know, this is what I could afford, man. It's simple because most of us end up living simple lives over here. I don't have any rent, man, to pay. It takes a lot of stress off of me. This is something that I believe if I'm not around, Marilyn could maintain. Because guess what? She can rent that out right there. You don't think she could rent this out, all utilities included, for $10,000 a month? I would. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. This is just dreams coming true. It's basically what it is. I could have easily put that as my title. You're not going to be able to do this in the West. That's for sure. All together, everything, my little compound, the land, my house, the fence, the guest house, about $35,000 altogether. You can't build a bathroom addition in America for that. So take care, everybody. Stay safe and stay out of trouble. I'll see y'all next time. Don't do anything stupid, man. You know, one last thing before I go. When you do something like this, you can see where your money goes. See, I spent a lot of money over here before I built this house. I can't tell you what I spent it on. But I can tell you exactly what I spent that $35,000 on. I can come out and I can see it every day, man. It gives me some peace of mind. See, I know that I didn't waste it, man, because I'm a waster of money.